With the undeniable charisma of a movie star and a track record that seems to defy logic, there is no coach more intriguing, more polarizing in the world of football than Jose Mourinho. But the question lingers, is he a destroyer or a gold maker? Let's dive deep into the stormy waters of Mourinho's career and find out how Mourinho kickstarted his career. His journey as a manager began at SL Benfica, but it was a tenure marked by turbulence. Mourinho had barely unpacked his bags when he found himself caught up in club politics, resulting in his exit only 9 games into his reign. It was an abrupt end, but it was just the beginning of Mourinho's narrative. His next stop was União de Leiria, an obscure team struggling to make a mark in the Primeira Liga. With Mourinho at the helm, the club began to punch above its weight. Through a strategic blend of defensive solidity and fast counter-attacking football, Mourinho led Leiria to their highest ever league finish, attracting attention from bigger clubs. Mourinho's biggest break came in 2002 when he was appointed as the manager of FC Porto, one of the giants of Portuguese football. It was here, on the grand stage, that Mourinho would truly begin to shimmer. In his first season, he not only led Porto to win the Primeira League, but also lifted the UEFA Cup. His magnetic charisma, tactical prowess, and unique man-management skills were starting to make waves across the European football landscape. But the next season was when Mourinho truly cemented his name in the annals of footballing history. Mourinho managed to outsmart clubs with far greater financial muscle, which highlighted his tactical genius and ability to build a high-performing team. Mourinho at Chelsea. The year was 2004. Fresh off his Champions League triumph with FC Porto, Jose Mourinho arrived in England, joining Chelsea FC, ready to shake up the English Premier League. Asserting himself as the special one in his first press conference, Mourinho brought a wave of excitement and anticipation that would transform Chelsea into a formidable force. During his first stint, Mourinho led the Blues to back-to-back Premier League titles in 2005 and 2006, the club's first league trophies in 50 years. His tactical masterclass, defensive solidity, and counter-attacking prowess made Chelsea a nearly invincible force. This period saw Chelsea setting records such as the most points in a season and the fewest goals conceded. Mourinho had undoubtedly instilled a winning mentality into this club, forming a team that was truly feared across England and Europe. However, after a falling out with the club's hierarchy, Mourinho departed in 2007. Fast forward to 2013, Mourinho returned to Chelsea for his second stint, and the anticipation was palpable. In his first season back, he solidified Chelsea's place in the Premier League's top 4 but fell short of winning the title. However, the 2014-2015 season saw Mourinho's Chelsea once again conquer the Premier League. However, the following season saw a stunning turn of events. After a dismal start to the 2015-2016 season, Mourinho was dismissed just 7 months after leading the team to Premier League glory. The cracks were beginning to show, and Mourinho's once golden touch have lost its luster. Mourinho at Inter Milan. In the summer of 2008, Inter Milan appointed Jose Mourinho, aiming to replicate his Premier League and Champions League successes. In his debut season, Mourinho led Inter Milan to the 4th consecutive Serie A title. However, while domestic success was immediate, European glory remained elusive in the first year, setting the stage for what was to come. The 2009-2010 season, Mourinho's second year at Inter, was nothing short of a fairy tale. His shrewd signings, tactical flexibility, and unique man-management skills culminated in a historic treble, winning Inter clinched the Serie A title, Coppa Italia, and most impressively the UEFA Champions League. The Champions League success was particularly remarkable as Inter became the first Italian club to achieve the treble. Mourinho masterminded victories over the likes of Chelsea, Barcelona, and Bayern Munich. His tactical masterclass against Pep Guardiola's Barcelona in the semi-finals, followed by a resolute display against Bayern in the final, reflected Mourinho's genius. Mourinho at Madrid. The year 2010 marked the arrival of the special one in Madrid. Fresh off a historic treble with Inter Milan, Jose Mourinho was handpicked to steer Real Madrid towards European glory, marking the start of a turbulent yet intriguing chapter. In the presence of footballing superstars like Cristiano Ronaldo, Karim Benzema, and Xabi Alonso, Mourinho set about instilling his philosophy. His first season culminated in a Copa del Rey triumph, the club's first in 18 years. This was a significant moment for Madrid, one that hinted at Mourinho's golden touch making its mark. Mourinho's biggest triumph in Madrid came in the 2011-2012 season when he masterminded a La Liga victory, breaking numerous records in the process. His Real Madrid side scored a record 121 goals, accumulating a record 100 points. Most importantly, they dethroned Pep Guardiola's seemingly invincible Barcelona team, providing the Madridistas with much-needed bragging rights. However, Mourinho's time in Madrid was marred by controversy and conflict. Disputes with key players, confrontations with the press, and a failure to capture the elusive Champions League title led to his departure in 2013. Mourinho at Manchester United. In the summer of 2016, Jose Mourinho, often seen as a natural heir to Sir Alex Ferguson's legacy, took charge of Manchester United, club reeling from a few years of mediocrity post-Ferguson. Mourinho's reign kicked off with promise, winning the Community Shield in his first official match in charge. His first season culminated in a League Cup and, more notably, a Europa League title, assuring United's return to the Champions League. Despite finishing sixth in the Premier League, there was optimism. Mourinho's pragmatic football was viewed as a means to an end, a path back to silverware. The 2017-2018 season saw an improved league performance with a second-place finish, but the style of play drew criticism from fans used to a more attacking philosophy. The shadow of the United way, a free-flowing attacking style of play, loomed large over Mourinho's defensive approach. However, the following season, the wheels began to come off. Cracks in the squad surfaced, with several high-profile fallouts between Mourinho and key players. Ultimately, a poor start to the 2018-2019 season led to Mourinho's departure. Despite the controversy and the debate surrounding his style of play, Mourinho left Manchester United with more silverware and memorable moments to add to his storied career. Mourinho at Tottenham. Jose Mourinho's appointment as Tottenham Hotspur manager in November 2019 sent ripples through the football world. Taking over from Mauricio Pochettino, Mourinho was tasked with bringing his winning pedigree to a club starved for silverware. Mourinho's reign started positively. His initial months saw a revival in Spurs' league position and performances as they finished sixth, securing a Europa League spot. Mourinho seemed to be steadying the ship, giving Spurs fans hope of an overdue trophy. The 2020-2021 season started with great promise. Tottenham even found themselves at the top of the Premier League in December, playing some exhilarating football. A dip in form, injuries to key players, and murmurs of dissatisfaction within the squad painted a worrying picture. Spurs began to drift down the Premier League table, and despite reaching the League Cup final, Mourinho was dismissed a week before the showdown, marking an abrupt end to his Spurs tenure. Now at Roma. When Jose Mourinho took over the reins at Roma in the summer of 2021, the anticipation was palpable. This man, lauded as one of the greatest football managers in history, known for crafting championship-winning teams at footballing giants like Real Madrid, Porto and Chelsea, was tasked with rejuvenating Roma. And rejuvenated he did, surpassing expectations in his short tenure so far. In his quest to recreate his winning formula at Roma, Mourinho prioritized upgrading the club's training facilities. A noteworthy addition was a new tactic interactive LED screen implemented within a month of his appointment. The innovative TILD system, which employs drones to film training sessions, offers players a real-time review of their performance on a giant pitchside screen, a tool for enhancing the tactical understanding. This was a stark contrast to Mourinho's previous tenures at Spurs, where he proposed changes to the training ground, which were dismissed. Roma's willingness to facilitate Mourinho's vision laid a solid foundation for their future under his guidance. Within a year, the rewards of their commitment became apparent. On 25th May 2022, Roma clinched the Europa Conference League trophy, their first major European title in over 60 years. This triumph, fueled by Nicolo Zaniolo's solitary goal, echoed Mourinho's remarkable Champions League victories with Porto in 2004 and Milan in 2010. Furthermore, it cemented Mourinho as the first manager to win all three major European competitions. Intriguingly, Mourinho admitted that winning a trophy in his first season at Roma wasn't part of the plan. According to his former player at Chelsea, Joe Cole, the plan was to build this time. It was the start of a project. In Mourinho's words, it is one thing to win when everyone expects it. It's quite another to win when something feels immortal. That feels truly special. That wraps up our journey through Mourinho's paradoxical career. Whether you see him as a destroyer or a gold maker, there's no denying the impact that he's had in the world of football. As always, please remember to hit the like button if you found this video interesting, and don't forget to subscribe for more intriguing takes on the captivating world of football.